Hello, it's Phyllis Anderson. I'm an Emerald Ambassador for Plexus Worldwide, and I am coming to you to talk a little bit about Detox and Die Off. I just need to give you a little bit of my background. I'm an emergency room nurse. I'm a certified emergency room nurse, and I've been doing that for 21 years. I love all things health and wellness, and when I found Plexus, I felt like all the planets aligned and the stars aligned. And anyway, and here I am. So I'm excited to talk about detox and die off because it is such an essential part of starting Plexus products, especially if you're starting with the triplex or probiotics. Okay, any probiotics or prebiotics that you start, you're going to be changing your microbiome. Now, our microbiome is made of a bunch of little bugs. We want 80% good bugs and 20% bad bugs. But because of our diet and our soil and our environment and the air quality, our tap water, our water supply, our bugs are more like 20% good and 80% bad. So the cool thing about Plexus is it's here to create take away the dysbiosis and create balance. Okay, we want homeostasis in our body. That's a balanced body. And I love that these products are here to do just that. Now, who all is gardeners here? Can you plant a garden and expect seeds and beautiful flowers and fruits and vegetables to grow overnight or maybe even in 30 days? Nope, not really. Now, when is your garden going to look absolutely stunning? Like give it 6 months to a year, right? That's exactly what we're doing with the microbes in our belly. They produce pretty quickly. And so that's great, but to really create that balance, it's going to take some time. All right. Now, when you start a probiotic or a prebiotic, it is going to be doing some crowding out of the bad. The good are going to grow. They're going to crowd out the bad, and you're going to get what we call a Herx reaction, Herx. You can look that up, Herx reaction. It's actually Herxheimer reaction. And it even happens when people take antibiotics because they're killing both good and bad bacteria. Some of them are very specific to certain types of bugs, but in the process, there's a lot of good bacteria that dies too. And so the cool thing is when you're taking an antibiotic, you really need a good, potent, high quality probiotic to take, not with your antibiotic. You want to wait about 2 to 3 hours after you take your antibiotic to take your probiotic. So otherwise it's just going to kill that too. But just know one round of antibiotics, it takes a year for your gut bacteria to get back to where it was before. So probiotics are essential and everybody should be talking about that. I know that we recommend it in our emergency room, and I know that there are hospitals in California here where I live that are using it in the pediatric world as well as far as newborns and such. So wait till you see the research that's coming out. It's really cool. So, okay, detox and die off. Our ProBio 5 has some beautiful digestive enzymes in there that get to the root cause of what's making us sick. The Candida yeast is something that is in us when we are born. It's kind of cool. It's creepy cool. It is meant to be there so that when we die, it decomposes our body. Who has seen a tree with a fungus growing on it? That fungus is there because that tree is dead. That fungus is eating that tree, and it's just decomposing it, bringing it back to right, from dust to dust, right? That's what's happening. So same thing with us, same thing with our bodies. So when that yeast gets out of control, when we feed it carbs, sugar, and alcohol, it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows. And I call it the yeast monster. That's my own special term for it. So this yeast monster grows and it screams for more. It wants more sugar, it wants more carbs, and it wants more alcohol. And if you are one of those people that love either any of those or any kind of craving, actually, that's a good sign that you have an overgrowth of Candida yeast. So the good news is ProBio 5 and BioCleanse take care of that. Okay. Probio5, that enzyme actually is strong enough to break through the cockroach-like shell of Candida. And so that's what makes it really special. It breaks that open and it releases 79 endotoxins. Some of those endotoxins are things like acetaldehyde, ethanol. Ethanol is alcohol. So for some people in the very beginning, they may feel a little more brain foggy. For me, it definitely was that way because I loved my sugar, I loved my carbs, and I enjoyed alcohol through my week. And so my brain was definitely experiencing a little bit of, I guess, more brain fog. But then after that, after those toxins cleared, that's when I was like, wow, my brain fog is totally gone. I have this great mental clarity. I can find my words because at the age of 48, I was struggling to find words sometimes. And I thought, this is crazy. Like, this is like early signs of dementia, and this isn't cool. Well, the thing is that when you are really like you have a high inflammatory diet, it creates more brain fog. Your brain's not meant to be, under those, I don't know, those that have the different foods and different things like that cause inflammation, cross the blood-brain barrier, and just fog up your brain. So that's the good news, is that maybe at first you may notice that little bit of brain fog or feeling like you're drunk, and it's just because of these toxins. I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to tell you 30% of us will have some detox symptoms. 70% of us won't. So I'm here to say that I was one of the lucky 30%ers and had a few different die-off symptoms. So I wanted to share them with you just because don't be afraid. They will go away, but you have to be consistent. You have to drink your water, and you have to go through some of these other detox things that we're going to talk about. So the toxins, we want to get them out of the body. The Probio5 is doing its job. It's releasing them. Now what? How do we get them out? Poop, pee, and sweat. Those three things is how your body rids itself of toxins. It's how it rids itself of toxins any time of the day. And especially when we sleep, our body gets to kind of reset itself. Because we're not moving around, we're not eating, we're not digesting food, we're not doing anything like that. So our body has time to heal. So, all right. All right. So I'm just looking through my notes here. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Oh my goodness. So some of these noxious byproducts can also actually cause, so say you have, you're a person that has skin conditions. You may notice that the skin condition gets a little worse before it gets better. Do not worry. Like even including acne, your body is purging itself, getting rid of this junk, and it's coming through your pores. So just think of the stuff that's trying to get out. This is a time too where you want to be really careful about the carbs, the sugar, the alcohol, the salt that you're eating, because that causes more inflammation and it tightens the pores and it keeps more junk in there. So you want to definitely be exercising a little bit, getting that sweat on, sitting in Epsom salt baths, hot baths, 2 to 4 cups of salt in a hot temperature. Don't hurt yourself, but as hot as you can stand it and that's safe for you, for no less than 20 minutes. Okay. The longer, the better, because those magnesium salts are going to pull the toxins. Gentle exercise is great. This is not a time to join a CrossFit gym or do some HIIT training, especially if you've never done it before. If that's your norm, then go for it. Keep exercising like that. Keep your sweat going. A gentle walk around the block. Yoga is great for moving and like, what am I trying to say? Like your lymphatic system will love you for that. So do a little bit of that. And then, so let's talk about some more detox die-off symptoms. So this is just some of the symptoms. It doesn't mean you'll have all of the symptoms, maybe none of these symptoms, but I just want you to just know that this is normal. So number one, like if you were to start a keto diet, they call it the keto flu. Okay, same thing with detox. It's the same idea. Like keto, you cut your carbs right away. It starves the yeast. you kill the yeast, and then it releases endotoxins. Same darn thing. So what does that look like? Flu-like symptoms, fatigue, nausea, mood fluctuations. So some people may feel a little more anxious, especially if you're a person that has anxiety. So just watch that. Be careful with yourself. This is where you take it easy. You get a lot of rest, and you just love on your body. We want to drink water. So half your weight in water, half your weight in ounces of water daily, to help, again, flush these toxins. Excuse me. Insomnia. I had a couple nights my first week of terrible insomnia where my eyes were wide open, and I'd never had it so bad. And I thought, what in the world is going on? But thankfully I had somebody explaining this to me, and I knew, like, wow, dang, this stuff is really working. I've never felt any changes before with any other supplements I'd taken. So this was kind of blowing my mind, and I was embracing this little healing crisis I was going through. Acne, like I talked about, your acne can actually get a little worse in the beginning, but please wait, because my son's had some real big cysts that are gone because of the triplex. And so hang in there. Skin rashes, other breakouts, hives or itchiness. So something that looks like an allergic reaction, you're not having an allergic reaction to the products. Your body's histamine response is in overdrive, reacting to the toxins. So this is where you want to slow down on some products. We'll talk about that in a second. Headaches or dizziness. Okay, the dizziness, again, is like you feel like you're drunk. It's that ethanol. The headaches are there, again, just neurotoxins. Oh, but just, again, we'll talk about how to fix this stuff. Swollen glands. So, like you can feel your glands might be a little swollen, different parts of your body. Bloating and gas. Okay, this is the funny part. Not so funny, is that your gas can clear a room depending on the shape of your gut, right? My gas was horrible. I was very bloated and gassy before Plexus. After Plexus, my tummy feels great. No more reflux or like food feeling like it's stuck in my throat. That all subsided for me. So again, I have been using these products now for 2 years and just continue to see great results. Constipation or diarrhea. It's either one or the other with Die Off. You just never know what you're going to get. And again, we adjust your products accordingly. Increased joint or muscle pain. So the toxins can cause your body to hold on to fluid. And so there's another reason why your joints can hurt a little extra, or just the toxins kind of moving into those spaces, giving you this achiness. Again, that like, oh gosh, like you have the flu. So the flu, how your body just aches, that's how you can feel during the detox. Again, 30% feel some of these symptoms, not all of them. 70% don't even know they're going through it. So rest assured. Elevated heart rate. So what does that mean? Like maybe some people feel like their heart is fluttering. Again, another reason to drink lots of water. Fever or chills, cold feeling in your extremities, back or abdominal pain, especially in the liver region. Like I said, if you're a person who has enjoyed alcohol for a while or a very fun lifestyle, you're going to want to get that milk thistle like right away. And to support that liver, it's going to be working really hard for you. Allergy-like symptoms, stuffy nose, blocked sinuses. I had this at first too, and then I noticed a runny nose and crust would form in the middle of the night. And before I knew it, I was like, oh my gosh, I can breathe so good. So it was just a time of draining and getting all that stuff out. So those are just a few symptoms you may come across. I don't ever just blame everything on Plexus. That's crazy. But these generally can come from a Herx reaction. Those are typical symptoms. You can Google Herx reaction and find all of that information right there. I think knowledge is power, and just being ready and to support your body through this journey is what you should be doing. So do your homework, okay? Now, tips to supporting this cleansing that you're going through. We talked about drinking half your weight in ounces of water daily. I drink 3 32-ounce bottles of water. I really only need 65 ounces if I'm looking at the bare minimum, right? I just encourage you to drink at least 100 to 120 ounces of water daily. Unless your doctor has you on some kind of fluid restrictions, then you'll want to adhere to your doctor's wishes, okay? We are not your doctor, so do what they say. Okay, BioCleanse. This is another thing, right? We said that's going to clear the toxins. It's actually like, I call it the scrubbing bubble brush. It's scrubbing your intestines, anything pink and shiny, anything pink and shiny. It's going to scrub and clean inside your bladder, your blood vessels, like all that stuff. So it's not just what some people affectionately call it their poop pill. It is something that is really creating an alkaline environment for your body, scrubbing and cleaning up everything this ProBio 5 is breaking open and allowing the body to get to kind of eat it up and get rid of the bacteria, the fungus, the parasites, the viruses, all those icky things that live under that biofilm. Okay, so yeah, the BioCleanse will also buffer because it has sodium bicarbonate in it. It'll buffer the toxins, the acidic toxins, super, super, super important. Milk thistle, again, is something over the counter. Ask a pharmacist. They'll point you in that direction. You do not need a prescription for this. It is a liver supporter and detoxifier. Okay, and it's 210 milligrams once with breakfast and again at lunch. You can take that. Activated charcoal. So this is a potent natural treatment used to trap toxins and chemicals and flushes out of your body so you don't absorb them. You do not want to take activated charcoal with your supplements, like putting them all in your mouth at once, because it'll bind to your supplements too. We don't want it to do that. So activated charcoal is really wonderful. We actually give it to the ER people who overdose on things, right? Don't do it all the time anymore. But if we know they just ingested something, that's something we'll give them to bind those toxins. So it's the same thing, especially if you're having digestive issues or skin rashes, those kind of things that pop up. Activated charcoal is really going to grab those toxins. Now, if let's see. Okay, we can also, another thing, we can reduce or eliminate sugars, natural sweeteners, processed foods, and alcohol. This is really going to allow that liver to just work on the toxins that are being released from, just working on the biofilm and not adding insult to injury, right? If we're continuing to put, like we have a construction site that's a mess, and we're like, great, we're going to put these great products and we're going to clean it up. And then here comes the dump truck backing up and dumping carbs, sugar, alcohol, processed foods, and all that junk right on top of it again. It's like, okay, let's try it again the next day. More ProBio 5, BioCleanse. But you're just continue to do that. That's where you have to dig deep and make some little changes, because it's trying and it's going to help you, and you will notice a difference. It does help take away your cravings. As the yeast dies, your cravings sometimes get worse. So just stay the course, drink your water, drink lots of water, and then get the sugar out of the house. Don't even buy it. Just throw it away, give it away, get rid of it. Don't buy it. Just keep it out of the house, because right now that's not helping you. Same thing with alcohol. If you're a person that says, please don't touch my alcohol, I'm going to ask you to please at least cut what you drink in half. If you have 2 glasses of wine a night, please try just 1. Trust me, you'll thank me later, and you'll notice a change in the taste. You'll notice that it requires a lot less. And you may even notice that you're just like, wow, I don't really need that so much anymore. Again, listen to your body. All right, we talked about the Epsom salt baths. It does help with inflammation and pain. So if you're having those achy muscles, joint pain, that kind of stuff as part of detox, it's going to be fantastic to do that. And it also helps remove heavy metals and uric acid. So Epsom salt baths are awesome for so many reasons. You should just do them anyway. Why not? That's a special treat. You can do it every single night. There's no reason why you can't do that. And then rest. We talked about a little bit of rest. Exercise, sweating gets rid of the toxins. The sweat from the Epsom salt baths get rid of toxins. And then if you're that person that is having the allergy-like symptoms, the itchy rash, I also suggest grabbing an over-the-counter allergy medication like Zyrtec, taking one of those a day. You can use Zantac. It has antihistamine properties. It also reduces the amount of acid your tummy's producing. So you don't want to stay on that too long because acid helps kill bad bugs in our tummy. So we don't want to reduce that so much, but it's good just to get you through this little phase of the itching. But again, that's rare. I've seen that at a team of 1,000. The itching is pretty rare. Okay. Benadryl. You could do Benadryl at night because it does make you a little drowsy. So I wouldn't be taking it during the day unless you're at home just resting anyway. But Benadryl is a great way to sleep and not have the itching bother you there. Oatmeal baths, that kind of stuff would be great too. Okay. And activated charcoal will also bind to help with the itching. If this is something that you're experiencing, the itching and rash, then what I would do is I would stop your ProBio 5. Or you could, if you were taking 2, I would drop it to 1. If you have any facial swelling, my husband's eyelids swell up. My little niece's lip swell up. It was simply, my husband actually, we didn't even adjust anything. He just got through it. It was a couple of days of that. And it was a light swelling of the eyelids. We actually kind of thought it was poison oak because he had just been on a fire. But I noticed that a couple other people had similar symptoms. It's just too much die off too fast. So you may be the person that we just need to start all the other products and leave ProBio 5 out of it for a little bit until we get you pooping well, sweating, milk vessels supporting your liver. We want to be clearing everything that's already in our body that's toxic. And so maybe you just need to do a little bit more of that first. And then when you start ProBio 5, you might want to start 1 every other day and then slowly advance to 1 a day. And then again, do that for a little bit before you move it to 2. And then I love to move the ProBio 5 all the way up to 4, but that may take you a while if you're this kind of a person. And then you'll just stay there. And that will help you with your cravings and mood and sleep and energy too. So I think I may have covered it all. Oh no, I've got a couple other things. All right. So lemon to your water. That's a nice little detoxifier. And if you're a person that says, I hate water, I can't drink it, then add some lemon to it. Get some sparkling water. You don't want to only drink sparkling water, but maybe call that your treat. Okay. And then just do some lemon to your other water. If you're bloated, if you notice like you're really getting bloated, you need to increase your BioCleanse, okay? You don't want to be constipated. You want to be moving your bowels 1 to 3 times daily. If for some reason that slows down at all, increase your BioCleanse by 1. You can have between 1 and 6 BioCleanse daily. So that is going to be up to you to find your sweet spot and adjust that. Your sponsor can help you as well. Please reach out to your sponsor. Another thing you could do is change your Slim. XOS Slim has a wonderful prebiotic, but for some people that might be a little bit too much to begin with. And we have another wonderful option, and that's Hunger Control Slim. Now, Hunger Control Slim has a lot of fiber. So maybe you started with that and you noticed a lot of bloating, gas, or loose stools. What you can also do is just do half a packet to start to see how that goes. Half a packet of the Hunger Control Slim one day. If you did great, then just go ahead and try a full packet the next day. If the XOS Slim causes a lot of rumbling in your tummy or nausea, it might be a little bit too powerful for you right now. So maybe just talk to your sponsor and see if they can swap you for a bag of the Hunger Control Slim. Or again, just go slowly and introduce one product at a time, because eventually you'll be able to take it, I promise. XFactor Plus to regular XFactor is another option. So say you have XFactor Plus and your tummy is, you know that you have like SIBO, the small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, small intestine bacterial overgrowth. You actually may want to start with regular XFactor. It does not have all the polyphenols that feed the good gut bacteria. So you just don't want to overstimulate the gut at first. So thankfully we have two options, and both of them have aloe that heal the leaky gut. So, so that's great. And then eventually you can work to the XFactor Plus with the polyphenols and the natural plant-based iron that's super important, and the vitamin K that is in, and selenium that's in our XFactor Plus. I love that. Also, Ease. If you're not taking Ease, you definitely want to be on Ease. So I kind of forgot to say that in the very beginning. I love starting people on 3 bottles of Ease. I call that my loading dose, 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules at night, especially if you're one of those people that you may already know, like, oh, they told me I have major Candida overgrowth, like some naturopath or some doctor that tests for that. You may want to just go ahead and get on the Ease like that. Or if you have maybe autoimmune conditions, lots of inflammation, oh my goodness, you will thank us all for starting on Ease like that, 3 in the morning, 3 at night. You can actually take up to 12 a day. There's no overdosing on Ease. So, so I would encourage you to use that as a tool as well. I love Ease. I should have said that at first. And then monolaurin is not something that Plexus sells, but we have found that people, it's a great product. You can find it on Amazon, monolaurin. You can find it on Amazon, and it's pretty cool. It has like similar qualities to breast milk that helps keep down, like that helps kind of actually heal as the SIBO, like not heal it, but it knocks down the amount of bacteria that's growing, so that once you're feeling better from the monolaurin, then you can start on the ProBio 5 to really get through that biofilm, and BioCleanse too. So actually you can do monolaurin, BioCleanse, Slim. You can do all those things. Just the ProBio 5 is what you'll want to avoid if you know that you have SIBO, until you can get that bacterial overgrowth handled. Okay, and then, yeah, if you have SIBO, I would do just plain XFactor as well. I think that I covered it all. I wish you the best. This is an incredible journey that you are on. I don't want to scare you with any of these symptoms, but I just want you to be prepared so that you have the knowledge behind it, and you're not like, what the heck is going on, or freaking out, or saying, that's it, I'm out, and you push the stuff away. Don't do it. Talk to your sponsor. We can get you through this. Try some of these little remedies to support your system, because clearly if you're going through Detox and Die Off, you have a lot of work that needs to be done. So don't give up on yourself. Okay. This is not the time to give up on yourself. This is the time to like celebrate and say, oh my gosh, something's happening. You know, this is it. I'm in a healing mode. My body is healing itself. And I have some great products that are working to get me to a good place. So stay the course and communicate with us. All right. Take care, you guys. Super excited for you. Bye.